This is Trump's America. So a gang of violent white teens were caught on video yelling racial slurs and attacking a 14-year-old black kid, trying to put him into a meat grinder. This took place at a barn party in Wisconsin, and the media is barely even talking about it. Check out this video. That's all I can show on here, unfortunately, but just know they were yelling racial slurs at him throughout the entire video. This is a blatant hate crime, and there is no excuse for the rest of the media to not pick up the story immediately. The sheriff's department claimed they're investigating this situation, but it's a red state, so that probably means they're doing nothing about it. Luckily, the kid who was attacked in the video is okay, but he did suffer mental trauma from this event. We've seen this happen time and time again, especially in small towns in red states, and it always gets swept under the rug. Additionally, Donald Trump's message of hate, division, and racism only makes these instances more common and more severe. We can't allow the story to be buried. People need to see this. People need to know that racism and hate crimes are still very real in America in 2025.
Hello, wonderful good people. I believe all of you are doing well and fine today. For those who are new here, I'm Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. If you find this video educative, of value, and of essence, you can as well share to your family and friends. And also, don't forget to like this video up. On today's episode, our focus will be in America, Iowa County, town of Pulaski, where a black teenager by the name Keontae was attacked by a group of white Caucasian teenagers in a barn party. This scenario happened on August 16th, and now we are in September 3rd. No media coverage has been done. No police coverage has been done up to now. The sheriff department keeps on telling the public it is doing their best to follow up the matter. This incident happened in a red state area where majority of the people who are around there support Donald Trump. This type of behavior is believed to be happening to small towns in America, like the town of Pulaski, where majority of the people who resident there are white people. Clearly, this is a trauma to this child because he was pushed, he was racially slurred, and to his advantage, the meat grinder was not on. From the first video we've just watched, we can clearly get to understand what I mean. You can see the group of white Caucasian white boys pushing the black kid to the meat grinder, and on the next videos you'll also get to see what happened. The boy was also beaten. He was severely beaten by the white Caucasian boys, but we all blame the parents for this scenario. Why would you allow your kid, the only black kid who was around, to attend such a party where you know probably it will be attended by majority of people who will be of white race? Clearly, this shows you how parents neglect their children. We all know black people face racism from the whites, and this also shows you how racism starts at a younger age. Probably the white Caucasian boys were doing what their parents did. Why allow a 14-year-old black boy attend a party where he is the only one of black race available there? Also, it is so sad, it is such a shame, because this boy was around people who are not supporting his own race. The media also is not talking about this. If it was a white boy in this scenario, clearly the media will be busy talking about it, and probably funds will be raised to support the affected family. This shows you how the black people in America are undermined. This black boy will greatly be traumatized from this incident. We can also see he was not retaliating. He was not throwing words at them. It was only the white Caucasian boys who were throwing insults at this young boy. Well, Let's watch the following videos I've compiled for you people, and we'll come back at the end and discuss the subject matter. Make sure you watch this video so that you can get to see different reactions of Americans, different reactions of the black family who are adversely pained with this scenario. Let's watch the following videos and we'll come back with more commentary. Also, don't forget to like this video up and share your comments. Let's watch the following.
Did y'all see that video of that black boy was invited out to a barnyard party with his friends, and those men tried to jump him and push him into a grinder? This happened in Wisconsin. Now, they stated that he was invited out by his friends, so I'm assuming that all of his friends must have been of the Caucasian persuasion, because I didn't see not a black person in that video but the black boy, and he was supposed to be 14 years old. And what's crazy to me is the people that was like pushing and shoving him and saying all of those derogatory words looked like they was like 17, 18, 19, could have been older than that. That's how big they look. But the fact that y'all was trying to push this boy into a grinder, and then the police come out, but not to check about the assault on this young boy, but about a fire. Like, Wisconsin, y'all need to get y'all shit together, because this is deplorable. This is disgusting. Really. The racism that's going on and the police not protecting the young boy, and it's not being talked about enough. So, we want to get it out there. This will not be tolerated. This will not be tolerated.
Black people, why are our children never safe? There's a video going viral of a little black boy who was 14 years old in a barn in Wisconsin who was being pushed and shoved by a bunch of little white boys. He's being pushed inside of a meat grinder that isn't on. Let's just be honest right quick. If there had been a bunch of little black boys doing a little white boy like that, they all would have been taken to prison and charged as adults. But why are your children entering a mindset that was prevalent during the 14, 15, 1600s? And some people are still in my comment section trying to tell me that racism doesn't exist. And I know all too well how it feels. At 17 years old, I got surrounded by a bunch of racist white men right here in Mississippi. Justice for Keontae, that's his name. Also, word is being said this is the third time that a little black boy ended up in that barn. To my black parents, know their friends before you send them to go party.
And y'all ain't gonna sit right here and motherfucking tell me what that black boy went down there to that barn party in Wisconsin that wasn't those YT boys' intentions. Whoever the fuck invited him there already knew what the fuck they wanted to do to him. For motherfucking years, YT people been teaching they motherfucking kids to be the most evilest motherfuckers on this motherfucking planet. And I'm not saying all motherfucking YT people, but majority of motherfucking YT people been teaching they motherfucking kids to be fucking evil like that. Cause who the fuck invited him down there? Why the fuck did y'all motherfucking do that? And then you try to throw this motherfucking boy into a motherfucking meat cutter. Are you motherfucking serious? Are you motherfucking serious? They done slammed this fucking this boy on the motherfucking ground. You can't tell me that wasn't their intentions when that motherfucking boy got there. They knew they wanted to get fucked up, and they knew they wanted to motherfucking fuck him up.
So by now, I'm sure you guys have heard about the black kid who was at a barn party with nothing but white kids, and they tried to stuff him in a meat grinder. Okay, cool. I want to talk about how you as parents fail your kids by not keeping it real with them. Now, it's okay to move into these neighborhoods because you want a better life for them, and send them to these schools because you want a better life for them. But what's not okay is you not telling them about the truth of this world that they're in. Because even though you want the best things for them, this world is still what it is. You can paint that fucking picture all you want and act like, oh, it's so perfect, no worries. But you are doing them an injustice by not letting them know the truth of this world. Of course, the majority of their friends are going to be white folks because that's what you got them surrounded by. And that's okay to you. I mean, to me, it's not. If I'm going to be surrounded by white people, I need to know exactly how these white people are. But you go on and you send your kids out with these white folks, and you want them to think that everything is A-okay. And before you know it, they dangling from a fucking tree. Or they getting stuffed in a meat grinder. That shit is 100% the parents' fault. It's your fault. You out here sugarcoating this shit when it ain't that. You need to let them know that at any moment these people will flip on you. You also need to let them know that they are the true gods of this world, because whether you believe it or not, that's the reason most of these white folks hate you. You're chosen. God have gifted you more than any other people on this earth. Melanated people are gifted. I never question why white people, why are they like that? Why are they stalking us? They're obsessed. Why wouldn't they be? Look, him said it no better way. If I was you, I would hate me too. Clearly, you don't know how fucking great you are, regardless on whatever part of this world you stand, wherever you at, or how broke you are, how much money you have. It doesn't fucking matter. You're melanated. You're black. Automatically, you are blessed. This earth. And y'all send y'all kids out here, you don't tell them the truth about these people, and you make them blind. You don't even know the fucking art of war. You sit back and let your kid be the dumbest fucking person in the world, surrounded by white folks, like everything is just grand. Stop doing that shit. Keep it real with your fucking kids. They need to know their history, and I'm not fucking talking about slavery. They need to know that they are the true gods and kings of this fucking world. Then they'll understand where the envy and the jealousy come from. But as long as you wake up every day and send your kids out to be surrounded by the enemy, and don't allow them, at least, come on, that's the... I'm glad that kid is okay, but that shit is 100% the parents' fault. Period.
Guys, have you all seen the video that's circulating around social media of the 14-year-old black boy being beaten? Looks like a mob of white men and boys, and they're yelling racial slurs, kill the N-word, and all you hear is the N-word. They even tried to force him into a meat grinder, and he's sitting here, he's trying to fight back. You know, this is ridiculous. They had him like a rag doll. And I'm thinking, where's his friends? You know, this happened in Pulaski, Wisconsin, which is in Iowa County, I believe. This happened a few weeks ago, I believe August 16th. And the sheriff department is just now investigating. This is a predominantly white neighborhood or county. So I'm pretty sure he was the only black kid there. And from his parents, his mom is saying that she allowed him to go to this barn party with his friends. I want to know where the friends was when he was getting jumped. Where are your friends? We need to teach our kids to read the room. Now, me personally, I wouldn't have let my child go to a barn party and he's the only black kid there. But that's just me. You know, we need to be more mindful of our surroundings and our kids' surroundings. You know, I guess if you're not from Wisconsin, you wouldn't know about these areas, I guess. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, would you allow your children to go to a barn party in a predominantly white area? What should happen to the people that did this, that brutally beat this kid, you know? Or should the people that's out here recording, should they be responsible as well, held accountable?
I think in my life there's only been one time where I was at an event, which was a wedding, and I was in the wedding, and I was the only black person in the whole damn wedding, and this wedding was in a mansion. Didn't even realize it to the end, where I started to look around like, oh, because I grew up around this stuff, so I never noticed it. But what if people start attacking you physically? There's a story out there, and I went to research it because I didn't believe that it was. I was like, is this real? Like today's time real? Yes. A 14-year-old black young man, teenage boy, he's a boy, went to, I guess, a barnyard event where he was the only black person there. Doesn't look like it was no other race. Do you know that the white teenagers there, not all of them, because if it was all of them, I think it would be accomplished, try to throw this boy into a meat grinder? Here it is.
Now, the Iowa County Sheriff's Office is investigating a fight that happened at a barn in the town of Pulaski. Video shows a group of boys attacking a black boy and using racial slurs.
Lucas Kim talked with a community leader and friend of the family of the boy who was attacked. He's got you covered on her plea to law enforcement. We want to warn you, some of this video may be disturbing to watch. We're also blurring faces because many are believed to be minors.
Cell phone video appears to show a group of teenagers attacking a 14-year-old African-American teen from Platteville in the town of Pulaski on Saturday, August 16.
And I'm looking at the video, and it tore my heart.
Lynn Parrott is the city of Platteville's alderperson at large and says she was shocked to see the video. The victim's mother sent it to her.
For this amount of rage from multiple people, I'm concerned of being shocked. That's a large group of people.
The slurs and the verbiage and the, beat that N-word and F that N-word and buzz his eye, like, why?
Parrott says thankfully the 14-year-old boy is recovering from his injuries and is okay physically, but says he's emotionally scarred from this incident forever.
He could get to the point where he doesn't trust. He'll lose friends. He'll withdraw. Is that what we want?
Parrott.
This is just horrible because it could be anybody, right? So don't come up in here talking about why does everything has to be about race, because race is connected to this mentality.
The boy told his family that he was a target because the group mistook him for someone else. You can see in the video some of the people there tried to break up the fight. Iowa County Sheriff Mike Peterson says the fight is under investigation. His deputies responded that night because a fire was reported at the same site.
Now that you heard part of the story, because I'm pretty sure it's still under investigation as I showed you, but turn your humanity on. What you think?
You're still here with me. God bless you. God bless your family, and God protect the Black American community from the white supremacists who try to bring them down. From the videos you have just watched, clearly I believe all of you are pained with such scenarios. Clearly, this shows you how the Black Americans are undermined in Trump's regime. The red states are the ones who promote racism in America. Iowa County, yes, the town of Pulaski, August 16th, up to now, no justice has been served to this black boy. He was a teenager, a 14-year-old, yes, but he attended a party, a band party, and he was attacked by these young teenage white Caucasian boys. This shows you how racism starts at a younger age, and probably the white Caucasian boys were getting the behavior of their parents, who are also racist to their fellow counterparts, the black family. This should be charged as an attempted murder. What would have happened to the black boy when the grinder was on? Clearly, he would have lost his life. But it was a torture, it was a mental torture to this young black boy, because he was pushed to the meat grinder. You can see the whole body, his whole body was in the grinder, clearly showing they were ready to kill him. They were ready to do anything as long as they would not see the black boy on their face. Also, you can see how the party went on. The boy was severely beaten, and other groups came to his rescue, but he is going to get medical attention up to now, and his name is Keonte. I believe all of you don't know the 14-year-old black boy, but his name is Keonte. Clearly, the Black American family are undermined. They need to be protected in these red states. Only the small towns are the ones who are promoting racism. On a recent episode I did also, the black boy who was attacked by police officers, it was from a race of a red state. Make sure you stay on my channel, and I'll keep you updated on what the media is not talking about and I will provide you with more answers on what happened to this young black boy, because truly he deserves justice, and we can all say it is justice for Keontae. He needs to be cancelled, he needs to be protected, his family needs also to watch his whereabouts. Probably, I believe this is a fault of the parents, because why would you allow a kid, a young black kid, to go to a party where majority of the people who will be there will be white Caucasian boys? This shows you how parents need also to be on the watch out on how their children walk and how their children go to these parties. Let me know your response. Let me know your comments. Who should be blamed in this? Is it the parents or is it the child, because he clearly knew that he would be the only one person present of black race? Also, the sheriff department also needs to give the general public an update on what happened to this black boy, because truly he deserves justice. He deserves to be treated like a normal, caring, law-abiding American citizen. Share a response and I will humbly respond to you people. Remember, don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll keep you posted and updated. See you on the next episode, family, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.